Good morning. This is Miss Millie, author Millie L. McGhee-Morris. I am here to have a little chat with my friends, and those of you who are not my friends, and hopefully you will become a friend. I am going to do a little chat without spoiling the read of the brand new book that will release in Little Rock, Arkansas in March. It is going to debut with a few copies before the publication in Washington, D.C. at the 93rd Annual Black Authors Luncheon for February Black History Month. I am so excited about meeting with you that will be there in Washington, D.C. But without spoiling the read of this book, I want to tell you a little bit about what it meant to me. I know most of you think that the book was about finding J. Edgar Hoover as a relative of mine, of my grandfather's. It was J. Edgar Hoover passing for white in 2000. Nobody believed me because I came out with the book like it was a fantasy, because I was still afraid. I was afraid to tell the truth because even though J. Edgar Hoover was not of this world anymore, I was still frightened. When my grandfather told me that story and told me about the two murders in the family, it shook me up as a 10-year-old, and it stayed with me for a long time. I'm so happy that I'm free. I'm free now. I was able to sit down and go through all the documents, all the research, and find the truth and walk you through what the story meant to me as a 10-year-old girl. The most important thing is that I did find that J. Edgar Hoover is the grandson of a slave woman. I want to first start talking to you about what was really intriguing and exciting for me. This story was bigger than, as one lady said on the radio to me, this story is bigger than you. It was bigger than me at 10 years old, and it's still bigger than me at 71 years old. This is a huge story. But what made it so huge for me was finding out about the 3 slave women on that plantation. The 16-year-old slave woman that was brought out of West Africa. And I did do my DNA to find out what part of Africa my roots was. And it was West Africa, and it was the Guinea tribe. I went on the internet to take a look at the people of West Africa, and it was like looking into a mirror. The chills that I got looking at my family still alive in West Africa. They've had some tough times, but they're still there, and it was like looking in a mirror. So the 16-year-old slave girl was brought out of Africa and brought to Macomb, Mississippi, Christian Hoover, the slave owner. This was very enlightening. Very, very, what do I say? It was like twisting a basket and weaving a basket. The way that this 16-year-old girl was brought there and impregnated by Christian Hoover, the slave owner, a married man. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it is a huge story. Emily was the child of Elizabeth. Elizabeth was the child of Sarah. So those 3 women suffered in silence for their children. They suffered, as I suffered in silence as a 10-year-old, to hold on to this secret for over 60 years. And I used to wonder why I had so much heaviness in my spirit in trying to move forward with my own family. But I was strong, and I now know where I got the strength from. I got it from Sarah, Elizabeth, and Emily. So I hope you enjoy the read, because I certainly enjoyed going through every piece of document that I found in Salt Lake City to bring you this story. And the title of the book now is not What's Done in the Dark. The title is Shocking Truth Lies. Exactly what it says. Shocking because I was solely shocked when I went through and found all the documents that told the entire story of the two murders in the family, of how J. Edgar Hoover went through life trying to hide who he was. But he was so entangled and woven into the lives of Ivy Hoover and his mother, Annie Hoover, that he couldn't hide. And Dickinson Hoover, his white father, how he treated him. I honestly can't wait for you to have a good read and to see for yourself the truth finally coming to light. It is a story to behold. I look forward to hearing your reviews. I look forward to meeting you and signing books for you. Happy Black History Month 2019, February 2019.